Hey guys, my name is Chef Brendan. I'm here with TA Appliances in Kitchener-Waterloo. I'm here to help bring in International Paella Day. So today, let's make a paella. Now traditionally they're made outside around an open fire. Not many of us have an open fire in our backyard for cooking anymore. So let's do it on a grill. We got some nice open flame on this beautiful Gran Verde grill, 5 burner. Now I already have my cast iron skillet on there heating up because you want your skillet nice and hot before you add any ingredients at all. So the first thing first, we're gonna add a little oil. Now I took the liberty, because we're cooking outside, of cutting all my ingredients up inside to get ready for this. But if you have any questions, I'll put a recipe with the video and all the steps will be in there. About a toonie sized dollop of oil. I prefer canola because it's got a higher smoke point than a lot of the avocado or olive oils. It also doesn't impart any flavor. Then once your oil gets a little warm, and if you want to test it, touch it. No, don't, I'm kidding. Throw in an onion. Let that onion sing to you. As soon as it starts to make a little noise, you know you're good to add the rest of your onion. It's a strange thing, but food talks to you. It'll tell you when it's done. So you see how that oil's just slightly starting to move, slightly starting to bubble in the back corner? Now, I don't know if you can hear it from where you are, viewers, but that onion is starting to sing to me, and it's saying add the rest of our onions. So what I just added was a half of a large white onion. Just to give you a size reference, here's the other half. All right, so just half of that, and we're gonna cook those until they're translucent. Our grill's sitting at 600 degrees right now, and we'll just close up the lid, lock that heat in, treat it like a little bit of an oven. We'll get there a little bit faster. Paella is an actual, it's really a cool dish actually. If you look at it historically, it's very, very old. Early 19th century is the first time it was actually recorded. Comes out of the, pardon my pronunciation, Valencia region of Spain is where it originates. Now, today we're making a seafood. Traditional paella would be done with whatever you could find in the field. Rabbit, snails, tomatoes, garlic, onion. Mix it up with some rice, let it cook. One of the key ingredients to a good paella though is saffron, worth its weight in gold. So now we're gonna check on our onions. Look at that, they're just starting to smoke. A couple of the bottom ones are starting to become translucent, but we want all of our onions to become translucent. So we're gonna give that another minute or so before we add our garlic. The beauty about doing this outside, grills cook so much faster because of the heat they put off that you can get this done in half the time that you would do it, you know, inside on your stovetop. We're gonna add our garlic now. 2 cloves minced garlic. Make sure to get all that flavor in there. And at the same time that we add our garlic, we're actually going to add our tomatoes and our bell pepper. So I chose to use grape tomatoes for this and 1 large bell pepper. You can use any tomatoes you want, really. I just prefer grape because they give off a little extra sweetness that I really enjoy in my cooking. Now at this point, we're gonna cook off our seafood. Now I have a seafood melody here, a little bit of salmon, a little bit of Arctic char, a little bit of Atlantic cod, just all thrown into a bowl, chopped up. You can pick anything. A lot of people like shrimp, a lot of people like calamari. We're gonna add mussels later, but really, the sky's the limit for your protein for these. Now we're gonna close that up, let it cook. Now you can't smell it from where you're watching, but this is starting to smell fantastic. Now that our seafood's, we'll say 70% cooked, we're going to add a cup of rice. Now the best type of rice for a good paella is a short grain rice. You can get away with any rice. Don't use a Borio. It's just going to absorb all your liquid. It'll be tasty, but not really what you're looking for in the end. So in goes your rice. This is the point where we add our saffron. And a little bit of paprika. You don't want to overdo it with the paprika. You just want a little bit to sort of complement that saffron flavor. Now that we have our paprika and saffron in, we'll give our dish one big stir, get that rice incorporated with all of the other flavors in there. That onion, that garlic, that red pepper, that seafood. Then we're gonna add some chicken broth. Now you can use chicken broth, you can use fish stock, you can use water if you don't want it to be rich in flavor, and fill that all the way up. And now we're gonna treat this the same way we would treat any rice. We are going to bring it up to a boil, and then we're gonna drop it to a simmer. Now we have to keep an eye on our paella and make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom, but essentially, now we just wait. We'll add our mussels in about 10 minutes. All right, so we're starting to boil. So now is when we're gonna add our mussels and our frozen peas. About a couple frozen peas. Now for our mussels, I like to wring them around the outside. Takes a little more time to put them on, but it beats just dumping the bowl in there, getting any mussel and ice juice that might be left in the bowl. Now, these mussels have been pre-scrubbed. I did that before I brought them outside. Always make sure to wash your mussels. And remember, if they don't open, throw them away. You don't want them if they're dead. And we're really gonna fill this up because why waste mussels? I don't have anything else to cook. So we'll get as many as we can on there so everyone can enjoy some mussels. Because everyone likes a little Arnie. Big mussels, you know? Now we're just gonna move it off the heat onto the non-direct heat as we finish cooking off all of our liquid. The beauty with paella, you know it's done when all the liquid is absorbed into the rice. Well guys, we're just waiting for the last little bit of our liquid to evaporate and the last few of our mussels to open up, and then our paella will be complete. Only one thing left to do after it comes off the grill is round up a bunch of people to eat it. Always remember, before you enjoy, garnish with a little fresh lemon juice and a dash of parsley.